What's up, everybody? I'm Andre Dion Walker Jr. I am back again with another video on how to get hired at Apple. I posted a video about a year or two ago teaching people how to get hired at Apple, and now I'm back again with another video on how people can get an interview at any Apple store. I have 5 things that you need to do in order to get an interview at any Apple store and get a job there. Okay, so let's go over the first step. The first step is going to be this. You want to walk into the Apple store and specifically speak with a hiring manager and ask them what the hiring process is. Now, I got some sub tips to that, okay? If you remember my first video, I talked about being able to dress well, bring a resume in hand. I'm gonna walk through some of those tips again with these new things to do, okay? So you're gonna walk into the Apple store that you wanna work at, and you wanna ask to speak with the hiring manager, and you wanna ask them what the hiring process is, okay? Now, while you're doing that, you wanna make sure that you're dressed well. Don't go in with Vans and ripped jeans and a rugged t-shirt. You wanna go in dressing business casual, right? You don't need a full suit, but you do need some nice clothes. And of course, if you're a lady, you need some nice clothes as well. Dress well, present yourself well, and ask a hiring manager what the hiring process is. They're gonna tell you exactly what it is. And 9 times out of 10, they're either gonna say, hey, it's a series of phone interviews, or it's gonna be a series of in-person and group interviews, right? So either one, you wanna be prepared for. And if you wanna know how to successfully walk through the interviews, because the interview process is about 3 to 4 interviews to make it into Apple. If you want to know how to make it through every stage of the interview, go and watch my original video on how to get hired at Apple. So the first step is you want to walk in, speak with the hiring manager, and ask them what the hiring process is. And which the second step is to apply online, which is what they're going to tell you to do anyway. But you want to go into the store anyway. Don't apply online first and then try to go into the store afterwards. Go into the store first. Ask them, show your face, give them your name. You want the managers to be able to remember you. You want to have a good appearance, right? You want to make a great impression. And so when you tell them your name and you tell them that you're applying and that you want to work there, they're going to tell you, hey, apply online, and they're going to be looking for you. So the second step is to apply online. Now, the third step is this. It's just as important as the first step. You want to go back into that same Apple store that you applied to, and you want to either speak with the same hiring manager or you want to speak with a different manager, and you want to give them your resume, right? Now, again, in my video on how to get hired at Apple, I talked about the way that you want to give them your resume, and I'm going to recover that here, right? So when you walk back to the store and you give them your resume, you want to make sure, again, that you're dressed just as well as you were the first time, different outfit. Try to speak with the same manager if you can, right? So that way they can remember you and be excited to see you. Now, your resume, you want to make sure that it's a clean 1 to 2 page resume. You might have a lot of experience and you might have a lot of things to add down, okay? I am going to make another video soon on what you need to have to go with your resume. Soon I'm going to make a video in about a week or so talking about how you can make your own cover letter to go with your resume, right? A cover letter is what is a short story of what you tell a job as to why you want that position. You're basically saying, Apple, I wrote a cover letter telling you why I want to work here and be a part of Apple. I'm going to show you how to do that on my next video. But for now, let's just say you're just submitting a resume. Make sure that it's in a binder, in a folder, and if it's in a binder, especially put it in a paper holder, right? You know, those clear paper holders. It looks nice and neat. Make sure that it looks professional. That's ultimately what I'm saying, right? So go ahead and submit your resume and make sure that it looks professional to the managers. The fourth step is the most important step if you already know people that work at Apple, okay? If you know people that work at Apple already, you can do exactly what I did, which, by the way, I'm telling you the exact process that I used to get hired into Apple, okay? Because it's a little challenging to make it through the 3 and 4 stages of interviews, especially without getting cut on the second or third interview. But I had 5 friends that I knew that worked at Apple at the time that I was applying and trying to get hired. And I asked all 5 of them to refer me, and they did. If you know people that work at Apple, ask them to refer you, right? Because you're gonna have the first impression that you made with the hiring managers when you came to the store and asked about the hiring process. Then you're gonna submit your resume online. They're gonna see your name again. Then you came back into the store a second time. They've seen your face twice, and they've heard your name twice, right? And then on top of that, they might have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or however many employees you want to refer you. And now they know exactly who Sam is, or they know exactly who Sally is. And now they can't wait to meet you and interview you. And maybe they're hoping that you join the team. So that's the 4th step. If you know people that work at Apple, ask them to refer you. That is the most important step if you know people that work at Apple. If you don't know anybody that works at Apple, you're gonna have to rely on the impression that you made walking into the store, submitting your resume, and walking back into the store and handing them your resume, right? The 5th step is as simple as it sounds. It's to wait patiently. Again, let's go over those 5 steps one more time. The first step, you're gonna wanna walk in, speak with the hiring manager and ask about the hiring process, okay? Make sure that you're dressing well and looking professional. The second step, you're gonna wanna apply online. Apply to more than one position at the same store. That is key, okay? Make sure you apply to the Genius Bar. Make sure you apply to the sales side of things, to the product zone, okay? You wanna make sure that you have at least 2 or 3 applications out there, all right? The third step, again, revisit the store, new outfit, still look professional, make another impression, build upon the impression you've made, submit a resume in hand, make sure it looks professional, right? In a nice folder, a nice binder, and let them keep it, okay? The 4th step, if you know people that work at Apple, ask them to, ask them to refer you. Please, please, please do this. This is very important. And of course, the 5th step is to wait patiently. Guys, thank you for watching my video. Again, I am Andre Dion Walker Jr., and I would love for you to subscribe, but I do have a link tree that's gonna be in the bio of this YouTube video. I would love for you to click on that, and at the very top, you'll see something that says pre-save my new single called I Am. I make lo-fi beats and chill hop beats. I may throw them in this video, I may not. I'm probably going to, but if not, then they won't be in there. But if you like lo-fi beats, chill hop beats, please click on my link tree. Follow me on Spotify. I would want that so much more than for you to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And please pre-save my new single, I Am. My goal is to make a living off lo-fi beats, and you can help me do that if you follow me on Spotify. If you pre-save my new single, I Am, and give it a listen when it comes out. It's gonna be coming out next month, in late September. But otherwise, I would appreciate it if you follow me on Spotify, pre-save my new song, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be a bonus. Peace and love. And again, I am Andre Dion Walker Jr. See ya.